Hello everyone. The 72nd episode has not been released by Boom yet, but I've got some information on the possible date of its release, and in addition to that, I also have something very interesting in store for you guys to discuss. So in today's video, I'm going to share a bunch of pretty intriguing leaks with you guys, and then I will tell you whether they are real or not. But besides that, I have something else to share with you, and as it is the juiciest part of the video, so of course I decided to save it for later. So watch this video to the end, not to miss the most interesting information that I have prepared for you today. Now get your tea and snacks ready and let's go. So before we'll get close to the actual topic of today's video, let me say a couple of words first. It was already 8 days since Boom had released his compilation of all episodes of Season 23, and moreover, it was 14 days at this point since the 71st episode came out. It was a pretty long time already, but still it seems like the date of the release of SKIBIDI new episode has been delayed. And well, I can explain the thing about this delay and even predict the date when the episode will actually get released. So here's the thing. We all got really surprised when episode 71 came out just 8 days after Boom's latest release back then, because we already got used to really long intervals of time between the episodes, and such a quick release gave up hope that all the upcoming episodes will be getting released with the similar speed. But as it turns out, it really does not depend on that factor. What matters, though, is the amount of action in the upcoming episode and its length. Episode 71 got released so soon due to the fact that it was purely an action sequence with little lore to discuss, plus its events had been taking place at the time of the already released episode. So I suppose that it was easier for Boom to animate episode 71 than, for example, any of the parts of episode 70, and thus such a long period of wait for episode 72 can only mean one thing. I believe that the next episode is going to be much more complicated and intriguing than the previous one. And that's why it requires so much time and dedication from Boom to create such a video this time. And by the way, guys, in my previous videos, I've already told a couple of times how excited I will be to see the lore-oriented episode once again, because to tell you honestly, I got pretty sick and tired of all those purely action-filled sequences. The fights are really cool and entertaining. I am not here to deny it, but I am still eager to solve the mystery surrounding the secret agent, lucky cameraman, and plunger man, you know? I've got so many assumptions at this point that it seems like my head is going to explode soon, and I'm sure that you guys don't want to see that, because who else in such case will be analyzing the SKIBIDI series for you? Your granny when she'll get bored? I don't really think so. So I'm pretty sure that the next episode will have lots in store to amaze us. And I think that it'll get released after a few days. Plus, I'd like to add that usually a day or two before the episode's release, Boom provides some of the SKIBIDI creators with exclusive leaks. But something tells me that there is an opportunity for us to see him drop episode 72 simultaneously and without beforehand preparation to heat up our anticipation even more. So as we finish with the talk about the release of the upcoming episode, let's move on to the most interesting part of the video. And as we will do that, I'd like to remind you that my personal Discord channel also exists, and I post lots of exclusive content just for my subscribers only, so don't forget to subscribe to it as well, not to miss a ton of interesting stuff in there. Okay, let's get back to the video. So there was one viral topic occupying plenty of places where SKIBIDI fans are sharing their information on the topic of the series, and I decided to check it out myself. It has been gossiped to me that there was this specific leak that was posted by Boom himself on his Twitter account, only to get deleted afterwards pretty quicky for whatever reason to do that. And in the center of this picture, we can see the secret agent taking all the spotlight once again. He seems to be sitting somewhere in the location that we're already very well familiar with, starting with episode 66. It's the same desert-like location with the sand mountains on his sides. And somewhere further in the background, I think I see something that looks pretty similar to this white building that can be seen for one brief second in the first secret scene that was added by Boom in his compilation video with all episodes of Season 23. And it seems to be pretty logical at this point because there is a phrase written all over this leak which says, "Astro toilets are coming." And I mean, it's not really groundbreaking news at this point because we were already pretty much aware of the new Astro threat before, because that's literally what the secret agent had said to the POV plungerman at the end of the third part of episode 70 before eliminating him. So that was the first thought that occurred to me while observing this leak. And why would Boom give us the information we already know in a form of a leak for the new episode? I believe he would never do something that lame. I mean, do you guys even remember that epic leak puzzle he did before releasing the third part of episode 70? So yeah, there would be no way for this leak to be true, but it's always better check it out before confirming it for sure. And the other thing I would like to review today is this supposedly fresh message that was published by Boom somewhere in the bowels of Discord, and it says the following. Sup y'all, I'm actually tired, so I need to take a good break. I haven't slept in 5 days. My eyes hurt, my back hurts, sorry for the delays. I need to announce this because I'm sure there will be people asking when the episode will release. And I must admit that this message was stylized for Boom's manner of writing pretty poorly because that's not really how he expresses his thoughts. He's not anywhere near this apologetic or pitiful. Of all the people, Boom actually holds himself as a Chad. And to add to it, why would he need to apologize for the episode's delay in the first place? I couldn't remember a single case of him releasing some hot garbage or something like that after a long period of wait. Even in the cases of the longest intervals of time I've ever known, he always delivered something truly delicious to our table in the end. So yeah, it seems pretty obvious to me that this message is a fake one, plus Boom never deletes his own messages containing some really important information that he considers crucial for everyone to see. And there's something more to it that I consider worth explaining. You guys don't need to forget that episode 71 was the final one in season 23, which means that episode 72 will be extremely important in terms of the final plot arc that will definitely get us closer to the grand finale of the whole series. And that's why I think that Boom would have never published such lazy leaks as presented earlier. On the contrary, it would be in his best interest to provide us with something new and fresh that is going to be actually relevant for the upcoming episode. For example, do you guys remember the mysterious cargo that is urgently carried away from the main SKIBIDI base that was already occupied by the Alliance's forces at this point? So what if Boom is about to center the plot of the next season around this container? And by the way, there's one additional detail about it that I forgot to mention in my previous video about the possible plot of episode 72. Let's get back to the secret scene from the full version of episode 69 that lucky cameraman showed to the rest of the squad from his tablet. In this scene, aside from G-Man and a couple of SKIBIDI welders listening to his speech attentively, we can also notice this exact cargo right in the center of the frame. Oh my god, guys, how could I not actually notice this detail before? That's really exciting to see. So now I can say that G-Man had been instructing his SKIBIDI minions on what they must do with that cargo, and where they should carry it away long before the events of episode 71. So there's no doubt for me now that this container probably has something really crucial inside which will be able to turn the whole confrontation between the SKIBIDI army and the Alliance forces upside down. And in my video dedicated to the plot of episode 72, I've mentioned a bunch of the plausible variants on what might have actually been stored inside of it, but I don't want to repeat myself. So, in case you haven't watched this video, you better go and check it out as well. And besides, let's not forget about the new plot arc involving Lucky Cameraman that seems to be back on his feet both metaphorically and literally. I have a pretty strong feeling that this guy will begin questioning the orders from the secret agent now, especially after he saw the heartbreaking scene with Plungerman's elimination that happened right before his eyes. I know that it's pretty difficult to state for sure at this point because Lucky Cameraman and Plungerman were never shown as real friends in the series before. But what if Lucky Cameraman at least possesses the basic sense of comrade solidarity that could turn him off his master this time? It would be really exciting for me to see how the plot connected with Lucky Cameraman and the secret agent would evolve in the next episode, because it's definitely another mystery of SKIBIDI Toilet series that I want to reveal real bad before its finale. And that was all for today. Write in the comments below your own theories on what might happen in the upcoming 72nd episode. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe both to my YouTube and Discord channels. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!